Welcome to Kaleidoscope is for IG. Let's talk. Universal Children's Day was on the 1st of October, and today on Let's Talk, we are checking up on how the children of the world and Sri Lanka are doing. According to UNICEF Sri Lanka, too many of our children are leaving the education system without the appropriate skills needed to contribute to the economy. Sri Lanka as a country is missing the sensitivity to children's well-being in crafting national policy. Recently, UNICEF spearheaded an initiative to help 1.6 million children in Sri Lanka to catch up with learning. With me today is UNICEF representative Christian Skoog as we celebrate Universal Children's Day this week. Celebrating Universal Children's Day, just tell me, what are the needs of the modern day child?
The needs of the modern day child are probably to a large extent the same as they have been through history. Children need the basics in life. They need dignity, they need health and education, to feel cared for and loved and protected. There are then certain aspects that we face as adults and children in the modern era with computers and internet, and those are some specific areas, but in general it's the basic rights that they have to live a decent life and have proper opportunities in life.
Is the world meeting those needs right now?
To some extent yes, to some extent no. We as a world, we have the Sustainable Development Goals that every country and as a globe we are working towards, and the progress is mixed. And the pandemic and the overall, the fallout of that and some other political problems around the world has meant that we are not on pace.
What do you see as the greatest threat?
Deprioritizing and not minimizing any other problems. I think that any country that wants to move forward and ahead with all its children needs to invest in education. That is the recipe for success that's been proven across the world. So that's the biggest challenge in Sri Lanka. In these difficult economic times, there isn't much money. The Education Ministry, who is the main actor in ensuring public education, does not have budget to more than basically pay the teachers. So it's very difficult to make ends meet and to improve the quality of education. The quality of education to make sure children catch up and are able to get the education, the 21st century education that they need. And that includes some of the things that I mentioned about the soft skills, the communication, the negotiations, critical analysis, more than the technical skills as such. That is something that's very important.
So what are the next steps we need to do to make it right for the children who are moving forward?
We need to put children at the center of the country's present and future, the development of the country. Investment in children, time and money is the best investment that you can make. And the earlier you start, the ages, the better the payoff. So that is, to involve children, to invest in children. We are advocating a lot for increased social spending, because that will give the best return on investment in 5 and 10, 15, 20 years from now. But if children are not all given the opportunity, we lose out. They lose out, the communities lose out, and the country loses out.
Involve children, include children, and invest in children. Good motto to have. Kaleidoscope is on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, and LinkedIn. So if you like our show, subscribe and follow for weekly updates.